Okay, so this Honesty Podcast vlog number 17 is about my position standing next to Colin Kaepernick about kneeling. What is up, Honesty Podcast viewers? This is Pat Voss. This is the Honesty Podcast vlog, number 17. It's about standing or kneeling before the national anthem. And here's something I want to move over for. So, Colin Kaepernick has taken the stand because of social injustice to kneel before the national anthem. At first he sat, he got in a lot of trouble for that or got a lot of flack for it, and decided, okay, after talking to some people and talking to some teammates, it might be the best in my interest to just kneel, not sit. So he did. He changed it up. He actually showed that he had initiative to change it up from sitting to kneeling. So I'm behind Colin Kaepernick all the way because he's a nice guy. He was smart enough to actually change his actions to not get as much flack. And then guess what happened? He got a lot of flack. He got a lot of shit from people like you. And yes, you. People that judge, and now, of course, I'm not talking to people that are not like this, but people that judge all the time, all day long. That's all they do is judge. They judge people by the way they look, by the way they talk, walk, dress, whatever. They judge people all day long, and those people are the same guys who probably elected Trump in office. That's one. Two, they also tell Kaepernick that, oh, it's not right. Why are you spitting on the American flag? Well, guess what? The American flag was presented and created by a whole bunch of white supremacist type of racists. They were racist. Don't believe for 2 freaking seconds that the people that created this country were not racist as fuck. So, there's your warning. Now moving on. I believe and I stand by Colin Kaepernick. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Social injustice exists everywhere. Okay? It's not just here in America, but it exists everywhere. But I will say this, and Dave Chappelle said this best, by the way, so don't give me any credit for this one, but Dave Chappelle said it best on Saturday Night Live recently when he hosted, and that was that, why does the phrase Black Lives Matter have to become the phrase? He said he doesn't agree with it. He doesn't agree with the phrase, but, you know, you deserve, and he joked and he's like, you deserve a break today, was already taken by McDonald's. So what he's saying is, look, there's other ways we could phrase it, but it's still the same truth. We still arrive at the same truth. And the same truth is a lot of injustices against any other culture, usually white culture or Caucasian culture, against African American people is atrocious and horrendous. And speaking of, you know, the bunch of white cops, and I gotta think about this, and this is what I wanted to vent about, because I got a Facebook post about this shortly after posting about Colin Kaepernick and kneeling and the fact that I believed it wasn't spitting on the flag because he has the right by First Amendment that was written by the racist white people, that was written, so guess what? He is taking advantage of that First Amendment. That's free speech. He can say whatever the hell he wants. Well, guess what? Saying whatever he wants, figuratively, is kneeling before the national anthem, or during. So, guys, you can't fucking fault him because he's just taking advantage of his rights. I would too. And taking advantage might be a too harsh a word, but he's utilizing his right to free speech. Go on, Kaepernick. I fully agree with you. Secondly, when the Facebook message came back to me, the reply was, well, how many white Americans die? How many white cops get killed? How many this? How many that? And you know what? People will talk about anything they want to other than the actual issue because they're too afraid of handling that actual issue. Nobody in white America that believes like this person on Facebook or like the people that comment to this video in a certain way, nobody believes in that group of people that Colin Kaepernick is right and that they don't necessarily believe that he's not right. They just don't want to agree because guess what? The majority of white America would be against you. That's why. You don't like being ganged up on, and so you're going to gang up on someone else. So you'd rather join the majority than be a fucking thinker outside the box. But that's okay. Take it and run. Get your tail between your legs, white America, and run. Because I'm not running. I'm not scared. I don't care what anybody else thinks of my opinions. To be honest, that's why this is #Honesty Podcast. I am being completely upfront and honest with everything. It'll put issues right in your face that you don't want to be there. You'll have to be faced to deal with them, or you know what? Skip to the next video. Don't read, don't subscribe, don't like, don't comment. That's up to you. But I'm just letting you know, for people that are with me on this, definitely like and subscribe and share and comment, because I will definitely answer all your comments and subscribes. I obviously really appreciate that. By the way, if you look on my Twitter page at Honesty Podcast, I've now updated my bio, so now it has my Facebook, I believe, my Patreon, my GoFundMe, and here on the YouTube channel. So it has all the links to get everywhere you need to go for my channel. And again, Instagram, Honesty Podcast, Honesty_podcast on Periscope, PatVos12 on Snapchat. So, guys, here's the thing. I come at this a different angle, and people say, well, you're engaged to a black woman, so that's why you have to feel this way. It's like, I don't have to feel fucking anything. But I do, you know why? Because I get it. I'm actually thinking outside of the white America box. I'm outside of that box. And that's why I can think. I'm not dating or married to a white woman. I'm not Hispanic, not Asian, not whatever. I'm not dating or married to any of those. I just happen to prefer African American women. Guess what? Now I'm here talking about what I know about. I can talk about what I know about. A lot of white America can't talk. You know why? Because they don't fucking know. Or they don't want to acknowledge. My daughter is half and half. My daughter is half African American, half white. So she's mixed. My fiance is black. And yet people say that I can't say on this subject, or that I have no ground to talk about this subject. Not just because that's who they are. That's not who my family is. But because I know, because I listen, because I talk to people of all different races, not just white. I talk to people of all different races. It exists. And I've seen it in my past family with my ex. I've seen it exist. I've seen it exist, that the racism and the hate and the questioning and the stopping by cops and all this other social injustice does in fact happen. Wake up, America. It happens. It's not spitting on the flag. It happens. If you don't want to stand for racist white America, don't stand for racist white America. When people say, well, then just move out of the country, well, that's like getting in a fight with your wife after you and she both have good points, and she can't think of anything else but get out. I just want you to leave then. Why don't you just leave then? That's just them being angry. That's just America being angry and being that hateful, spiteful, bitch of a girlfriend saying, get out, leave now, because I don't want to talk about this anymore, because I don't want to discuss or delve deep into this subject. It's okay. Go ahead and hate on people. It's all right. Nobody's commenting on you for hating on people, but you sure as shit are commenting on people that stand up for Kaepernick, and I'm 100% behind Kaepernick. I'll see you later. Tomorrow's episode 18.